Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. IG is acting out. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope y'all are doing well. What's going on? What's the tea, ladies? What's the real tea? What's the Gaga girl? Yeah. Girl, I don't know what is going on. Girl, when I put this phone in my hand, I don't know what. Messi said I was waiting for your live. Girl, why? Girl, what's really going on? Yeah? What's the tea, girl? Hello, ladies. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Anwar White. People call me Coach Anwar. I'm a dating coach for Black and brown women, and I help them level up in their love lives. So, girl, we're going to do what we always do. We're going to spill some tea. Yes, honey, it's all about spilling the tea, girl. And hopefully we can help you level up in your love life. Okay? So, what do we do here? You ask the questions. I answer the questions. You level up in dating, love, relationships, and men or women. We are totally inclusive here. Okay? Girl, I don't know what it is, girl. IG is acting a fool today. I'm so annoyed. I'm just gonna have to let IG go, honey. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So put your questions in the comments. I will answer them in the order that I see them. Please be patient because after a while I will run a little bit late. Not because I'm being shady, but because, girl, there's 300 now. There's probably going to be like 500, 600 women in here at one time and one of me. Yeah? So, if you're not familiar with what I do, definitely click the link in my bio. I have free trainings in there. I have a link to my podcast. I have a new podcast episode coming out tomorrow. And I have a link to book a consultation call with me if you want to work with me as your dating coach. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about now. Your Danosa said, hi, I love you. Thank you, girl. Love you too. Rigo Gruth said, hello, guru. Girl, I'm nobody's guru, girl. I've been that messy girl just like y'all, no shade. Mercy said, hi, I hope the day treated you right today. Girl, yes, girl, was busy catching up. I was on vacay in Orlando, honey. I needed some more vitamin D, honey, and so I had to go down to Florida because Canada wasn't giving me what I needed. So I've been playing catch up for the past week or the past day and a half. So catching up still. But thank you. Lala said, me and my medical school student boyfriend broke up and I'm sad. How do I get back out there? Here's what I want to know. I want all y'all to know. Don't date medical students. It will never work out. Medical students, the only thing that will be successful for medical students is when they actually serve Grey's Anatomy tea and they get with other medical students or residents. They won't have enough time. They need someone to be adaptable to their schedule. You will never be centered. Yeah? So I understand that you're sad, but I'm sharing this information with you so that you understand that it was rigged to begin with, girl, and there's nothing wrong with you. Okay? Whatever you do, girl, don't pull a Felicity, girl, and join medical school just to be with him. Or fly across the country to NYU because you have this thought in your head that you're supposed to be with him. Probably wasn't meant to be, girl. How do you get back out there? Girl, by getting on those apps, having conversations with new people, new guys, having new experiences, leaning on your friends right now so that they can fill the voids of what he used to hold in your schedule and in your life. That will help you. Just D said the tea is cold. No taste, no nothing. Uh-oh, not cold tea, girl. Well, the tea in here is hot. Yeah? Char, hey girl. Shanice, hey girl. Jordan, good evening to you. Hey Olivia, hey Fiery Virgo, hey Cleopatra. Casamigo said, am I early today? And you were, girl. And you were. Yeah? Tonka Truck Cash, hey girl. Ro, what's the tea, Coach Anwar? Girl, so much tea going on, girl. So much tea, I'm full, sweetie. Full with tea. Yeah? Coach said, Carlos said, Coach, take me on as a client. Carlos, boy or girl, I only work with biological and trans women, honey. I only work with women. Kiki, hi. Interested, where are you located? None of your business. Get out of my life. Let me live. No, I live in Canada. Steph said, saw the notification and brought my ass right on in. I know that's right, girl. You're not playing no games. JXDA, hey, girl. Lady Amanda, hey, girl. Nicole said, I absolutely love your content. Thank you. TT Mama said, what advice would you give single moms? Girl, got to take that mom hat off, put that woman hat on. Got to learn how to let these men show up for you. I don't want you to be doing everything. As a single mom, you're used to doing everything. And dating, I don't want you to do anything. Like nothing. It's going to feel really weird, but you got to trust me, girl. DCMC said, whoa. Hey, girl. Steph, good to see you. Mar Isabel said, dating advice for Black neurodivergent girls. It is going to be important for you to, like, it depends on how, well, let me ask you this, and then I'll answer your question. Your neuro spiciness, how does that present itself? Because it presents itself differently for different individuals. So I think it's important for me to understand what that looks like for you before I give you any advice. Roasted, which countries are good for solo traveling and meeting men? Girl, if I'm you, I'm going to Ireland. Girl, get yourself an Irish bloke, honey. I'm going to Ireland. I'm going to, if you want to pop off a fling, girl, we go to the Mediterranean, girl. We go to Greece, we go to Italy, we go to Turkey. If we want potential husbands, we go to Ireland, Dublin, specifically Northern Dublin, honey. If you want a husband, we want to go to Germany and or Amsterdam. Also, if you want to get it going, you want to go to Colombia, Cartagena. Trying to think. Those are kind of my major places where I'm like, girl, get your ring, bitch. And I mean that in like the gayest way, not in like a, offensive way. Samira says, your video about being kind instead of nice was very eye-opening. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, girl. Sasha says, met a guy on Hinge. We met up Sunday. It was a little awkward, but we had an okay. Girl, I don't even know what you were going to say. Okay. Hold on one second. I got to sneeze. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for the 7,000 likes. If there's anything that I'm saying that's resonating with you, tap the screen, double tap, triple tap, so that we can continue to get this party started. Yeah? Shelby said, new relationship here. How often should we be seeing each other in person? I would say twice a week. In-home date and out-home date. Yeah? Cherise, thank you so much for the 3 fires, girl. DCMC said, if a white man sees a woman he wants in passing, would he say hi and approach? Not necessarily. Not if that woman is a Black woman. He'll look at you. He'll stare. But, girl, you got to open that space. You got to start conversation. He needs to know that you are open to him. Most non-Black men just think that you're focused on Black men, girl. And if you follow my advice at all, you know that I want y'all to date everybody. And I want the best man to win, honey. Yeah? Princess said, I made the live. You sure did, girl. Joy said, this guy I met on Match asked me out. I sent him when I'm free, and he hasn't answered back in 2 days. Girl, move the hell on. Girl, there are millions of men up in here. Why are you talking to me about this guy who hasn't reached out to you in 2 days, girl? Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. Yeah? Okay, thank you all so much for the bless yous. Okay, let me find my place, girl. Trini said, I would love for you to come on my podcast as a guest. Girl, email me, anwar@getyourguycoaching.com. Give me the deets, girl. I gotta listen to the podcast. I need to make sure that it aligns with what I'm saying, girl. Yeah? Because if you saying some crazy mess on your podcast, I can't be putting my brand around that stuff, honey. I'm up and coming. No, and more seriously, send me an email. Let's talk about it. Rose said, thank you so much for everything. I got engaged. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. Well, with a name like Rose Love, girl, it was bound to happen. Said or Sade said, I scored me a CEO very well off thanks to your advice. You're so welcome. I was thinking about doing a video this week about the difference between rich men and wealthy men. Because a lot of girls are going for the rich guys, but you need to be going for the wealthy men, honey. Yeah? Joyce said, okay, I already read that. Unj said, hi, what's the difference between a matchmaker and a dating coach? A matchmaker will bring you the guys. A dating coach will teach you how to date and teach you to not just learn how to date and date with strategy, but meet and understand what you're looking for in a guy and help you heal. Yeah? I will always be a dating coach. I will never be a matchmaker. And if you're a black woman, do not go with a matchmaker. They don't know how to match you unless the matchmaker is a black woman. But very few of them are. And here's the thing. Because there's so much survival and trauma in our lived experience, the work, if you do deal with a matchmaker, I want you to go to therapy. Or you work with a dating coach so that you can heal some of that. So that when you do get into a relationship, you're ready for it. And your triggers aren't coming up all the time and creating disconnection in your relationships. Yeah. Noni said, I've been ghosted by a resident. Yeah, honey, ghosted for some real patience, girl. The med students don't play around, honey. They're about those patients, girl. Sam is rolling said, what do you think of staying with a man as he is about to sign an NFL contract? Girl, what did Kanye say? Leave your ass for a white girl? I mean, I've heard this story before. You rolling the dice, girl. You rolling the dice. Honey, once they get that contract signed and they got so many people in the air telling them X, Y, and Z, I think it's gonna be really difficult. That's what I'm gonna say. Not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying I think it's gonna be difficult. Bianca said, I broke up with a guy who didn't have his own place. Am I wrong? Well, if he's living in New York or San Francisco, then I would have given grace around that. But any other places, he probably should have his own place. Nisi said, I went out this weekend and tried the non-black men tips. Girl, how did it go? Jade said, what about engineering students? Girl, get with them, girl. Get with them, girl. Especially because in a few years, girl, everything's going to be AI. And you're going to need an engineering man to help you navigate through all that shit, girl. Rita said, he's 10 years older than me. Any advice? Well, girl, how old are you? Because, girl, 30 versus 20 is different than 40 versus 30. Britt said, any advice for dating with 4 children? Girl, get a babysitters club. Don't just read the books, girl. Get an actual babysitters club so that they are taken care of. Don't have the older siblings take care of the little siblings. Get a babysitter, girl. Get a responsible one, at least 2 or 3 that you can trust. Hey, Sasha, good to see you, girl. Lex said, how do I feel about musicians? I like their music. Musicians have an interesting mix of energy where many of them are raised and conditioned with masculine energy, but because of their artistic abilities, they will have feminine energetic sensibilities. So oftentimes musicians will become narcissistic. I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying that's just something that you want to look out for. And especially if you're a smart and successful woman, you might attract more musicians because they're very much often in their feminine energy. Trinity said the podcast is called Dear Midlife. Well, girl, I hope I'm not in my midlife, girl, but sounds like fun. I'll listen to a few episodes and I'll give you an answer. Bourbon Gal, thank you so much for the heart me. Yeah. Sasha said the apps have been slow lately. Girl, the apps are going to be slow for the rest of the year. Don't lean into that. Lean into starting the habits. And I literally just got off a session with my clients, and this is what I told them. I'm not going to tell them everything that I told them. I'm not going to tell you everything that I told them because they pay me money and you don't. But what I did tell them is December is when we start the habits that we want for 2024. So that's what I want you to focus on. Go on the apps here or there, but like, girl, apps aren't giving anything. It's done for the year. Yeah. Many of y'all thought it was done already. It's really done now. Okay? Vegan said, hey, Amor, your post about the statistics got the people mad, and you know who I'm talking about. Yes, honey, the black men always get mad when I talk about how they're not doing what they need to be doing to satisfy all these amazing black women. So they get to be mad, and they get to call me all the names in the book. That's okay. Because I know that, my North Star is making sure that the women that I work with and for are opening their options and getting the guy that is going to be best for them, even if it's a non-black man. And I'm okay with that. Girl, do you understand I've been talking shit back and forth with black men all my life, girl? Do you think I'm going to have some trolls, like, fuck my shit up, girl? No, girl, they're lame. Sopa said, what if I'm having a good combo with a guy, but I don't find him attractive? Girl, give him a couple of weeks, girl. If the attraction doesn't grow at that time, girl, let him go. Bourbon Girl, thank you so much for the team bracelet. Hey, Househead Holes. Girl, what is that name about? Hey, Regina's Flower. Hey, Nakia. Hot Chocolate said, I met this guy 4 months ago, but we keep arguing. Should I call it a day? Yes. Christy, hey, girl. Hey, Cordy. User 911 said, can you do a video of any latest dating stat for black women in 2023? Has it gotten better? Girl, I have to go to the stats, girl. I don't know. I hope so. If I'm doing my job, I hope the needle has ticked a little bit. Beanie said, if a guy doesn't respond to your text for more than 24 hours, should you stop texting? No. He's not your boyfriend. He doesn't have to text you every day. Yeah? Please understand that. Now, if you don't hear from him within 3 days, girl, I would deprioritize him in the list of your roster. But you should have a roster. The fact that you're talking to me about this question lets me know that you don't have a roster, girl. I'm not coming for you. I'm just letting you know that I want you to reallocate this energy and focusing on whether he's texting you back or not to getting more men. Yeah? Rudy Huxtable, love the name. Says, I love you. Love you too, girl. Shonda said, finally caught your live. Yeah, girl, where you been at? Jordan said, hello, I love your content. Thank you, girl. Tandria, thank you so much for the 4 roses. User 744 says, what if he's a great guy, but you're not physically attracted to him? Only been dating a month. Well, it depends, girl. Are you in a committed relationship or are you casually dating? The question that you need to ask yourself is, has the attraction grown? Or are you still where you were at the very beginning? If you are where you were at the beginning, you gotta let him go. The other thing you have to ask yourself, on a scale from 0 to 10, what number is he? If you started and he's more than a 5, and he's grown since you've known him, continue to engage. If you started with him and he was less than a 5, it's not going anywhere. You gotta cut it off. Princess XO. Hey, girl. Keisha said, advice for black middle-aged single-degreed women. I'm getting back on Match after a year break from... Well, how old are you, girl? I'm not asking because I'm being rude because my mama taught me better than that. But I'm asking because Match may not be the app you need to be on. Luna says, is it a good idea to actually date while healing from heavy trauma? Depends on how heavy the trauma is. The fact that you're asking me this question lets me know that you're probably not ready. Cool Mart said, opinion on guys who are friendly with exes. You're going to have to, like, view it for yourself. Your intuition will tell you if it's right or wrong. But you're going to have to see it with your own eyes and feel it with your own intuition. BB Eureka said, hey, boo, you're the best. Thank you, girl. Annetta said, dating for empty nesters. Girl, fill that nest. With lots of eggs, girl. With lots of men, honey. Fresh Lemon said, should I keep dating someone if I found out he only makes $45K? Great guy, he's 32. Depends where you live, girl. Because if you live in Arkansas, get it, girl. If you live in New York, girl, you bringing in a homeless man, no shade. Shonda said, so I started talking to my first white man. I need advice. Girl, what do you need advice about? He's not an alien. He's a human just like you and me. What did MLK say? Character, not color, girl. Talk to him as such. Cinda Martin said, the talented 10th in your post, was that all men or just black men? That percentage was all men, but when you put it on top of the percentages of black men, it represents black men that are in the talented 10th. Yeah. Lauren said, Anwar is so spicy tonight. I'd like to think that I'm spicy every night, but maybe not. Jakia said, I love your content. Thanks, girl. Ashley said, we up late with it. Hey, Anwar. Hey, girl. Joy said, okay, I already answered that. Sweetest Love said, hey, y'all. Hey, first live I've been able to catch. Welcome, girl. Royal said she's in Canada. Yes, honey. Girl said, I recently cut off a man because he wanted me to go 50-50 and told me I needed to prove my worth. 50-50 is not 50-50, honey. 50-50 is 80-20. We are not MLK. We are not separate but equaling. We're not doing that anymore. Yeah. Motherfucking Max said, you spoke about men in the military, but nobody talks about how hard it is for women in the military. Being a woman in the military is scary. And I would never wish that even on my worst enemy. I think that the percentages are 1 in 3 women get sexually assaulted in the military. Like, I had like college friends in the Navy that said, like, they didn't know who was going to get taken in the night. Thank the Lord. She was telling me, thank the Lord, she was ugly and fat and a lesbian. Her words, not mine. They weren't coming for her. So, girl, I heard about it. I would never wish that on any woman. Girl, oh. Like, I'm getting disgusted even thinking about it. Nakia said, Anwar, you and Shara 7 are getting my life together. Good. I like to hear it. Tiffy said, I so love your content. Mississippi is listening. Girl, as long as Mississippi ain't burning, girl, I'm okay, honey. You know, my people are in Mississippi. In South Haven, honey. Yeah? So, you know, that's on that. Ada said, should I reach out to him? Was flirty, but we met at his workplace. Biracial. I'm black. Girl, what is going on here? A lot of people are just reaching out. Honey, the gag is, y'all need to stop randomly emailing me or DMing me thinking that I am going to just coach you. That's why I come on the lives. And if you want personalized coaching, girl, click the link in my bio and book a consultation call. Yeah? Like, we can work professionally and get it done, honey. This week, a client in Columbus got her guy, and then one of my clients is moving in with her guy this week as well. Roughly, in my program, roughly 2 to 3 women are getting their guy or hitting a milestone in their journey. So if that's something that's of interest to you, definitely book a call and let's work together. Let's start now so that when January comes, you ready to rock and roll, honey. You ready for the Super Bowl of dating, which is the first 3 weeks of January. Okay? Fresh Lemon said, aren't they mad at people of color over in Ireland? Girl, some of them might be, right? There is no utopia. There's not a place where everything is going to be perfect for a black person, unfortunately. But I know that you can probably get a husband in Ireland, girl. India said, I don't know if I can continue dating my Muslim man. Why, girl? Money Sign said, what advice for in the bed? I feel insecure at times with the extra pouch. Girl, no shade, girl. Nobody cares about your extra pouch. These men care about less than my hand. 3 to 4 things on your body. The pouch is not one of them. Yeah? And y'all probably doing it in the dark anyway. You're not even looking at it, girl. Girl, I need you to be focused on your pleasure, girl, not your pouch. Pleasure over pouch. Yeah? Casamiko said, you radiate so much empathetic energy. This is your field for sure. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Cleopatra said, I need a trip to Ireland. I know that's right, girl. Stina said, I'm taking notes. I know that's right. Nakia said she's already booked her trip to Ireland. Yes, honey. Get yourself a ginger, honey. Girl, the gingers look checking for you, and Ireland has a ton of them, honey. Because I say, and we're happy to see you. Happy to see you too, girl. Noni said, what about Scotland? Yes, girl, Scotland is it, girl. Ireland over Scotland, but Scotland's still serving and giving. Yeah? Janae said, if you weren't a dating coach, what would you be? Well, I will tell you what I was before a dating coach, and I was in the fashion arena. I used to work for Versace and Tom Ford, honey, getting the fashion girls together. Yeah? Brittany says, white guy comes back in to say, have a great night, but says nothing to you next time. What to think? Don't think of anything, girl. Say something to him. Here's the thing about some of these white guys. You are going to have to let him know, oh, I'd love to continue this conversation, right? Oh, I'd love to talk another time. That's how you have to end it, at which point, like, 75% of the time, he'll take your number. Girl, I let the girls know in a recent video, like, these white boys are going to stare at you, so you have to have the ovaries to be able to say, I don't really know you, but I've seen that you've been staring at me. Are you flirting with me, or should I be scared? And guess what? 90% of the time, they're going to say, maybe I'm flirting with you. Girl, palm of your hand. Another one. Catch them all, girl. Catch all those non-black men, honey. And catch the black ones too, girl. Maria Isabel said, I've learned so much from you. Thank you, girl. Jordan said, love this. My pen and paper like. Cherise said, Irish men are kind. Girl, a lot of parallels between the Irish and the blacks. The Solutionista said, ready for my white boy winter. Who has a white boy on the roster? Because this winter is white boy winter. And if you all are not having at least one white boy on your roster, what are you doing? Why are you talking to me? You should be on the apps talking to a white boy. Bring them in, honey. Honey, we gotta mix it up, honey. I want your roster looking like Skittles bag, girl. All over the place. Like the Olympics, girl. Yeah. Bourbon Girl, thank you so much for the marvelous confetti. Marwa said, is it bad to be obsessed with a guy in a relationship? No, but I actually don't think that you're obsessed with him. I think you're obsessed with potentially the power that you will feel when you are able to take him away from his relationship. Cherise, thank you so much for the 3 fires. Cordy said, are you originally from Canada? No, girl. You can't tell by my Valley Girl accent? I'm from Southern California. Yeah, girl. Olivia B, thank you so much for the hand hearts. Inter said, how about Canada? I couldn't get anyone almost 7 years. Girl, were you putting yourself out there? What's the tea? Caprice said, how soon should I be moving in with my boyfriend? I'm not sure. It depends on how long have you been together in the relationship. Juliet said, I just joined Facebook dating. Girl, delete it immediately. Nothing good can come of it, girl. Kai said, good evening. I hope you're feeling well. I'm feeling good, girl. I just came back from vacation. If you all were with me in the last live that I did a week ago, I was telling you about my citizenship, Canadian citizenship interview. That went well. So I'm happy about that. Yeah. Rita said, should I even try to date in your 60s? Oh my God, yes, girl. Girl, they get it in, honey. They get it in. Honey, somebody said Facebook dating equals white refrigerator, and I couldn't agree more. E3W said, Anwar, my 31-year-old daughter found that her recent date is married, has been for 2 months. Shaking my head. Girl, you gotta do a background check on these fools. Either on the first phone date or the first physical date, we gotta know what's going on. Robbie said, hi, what about the Slovakian men? I think Croatian and Serbian over anything. If you're in that region, girl. Yeah. Slovaks, girl, can take them or leave them, girl. The Croatians, the Serbians, girl, you might fuck around and get caught, girl. They will chase you down the street in the good way, girl. They want to know what your name is. Who are you? Oh, girl, not this hat, girl. I feel like I'm in junior high again, trying to fit in with the straights. Oh my God. Okay. Emmanuel said, don't get any responses on Bumble, and it brings down my confidence and makes me feel hopeless. How old are you and where are you located? That will help me. Eden said, one chased me down today to give me his card and asked me to lunch. Golf claps. Miss Skin Deep said, what are your thoughts on Asian men and black women? I think that, well, I've always had a thing for Korean men. I hope my Korean crush from my grad school days isn't watching, girl. But it's interesting. East Asian men will not approach you. Hold on one second. One of my clients is reaching out. They're not going to approach you, so you're going to have to do some of the heavy lifting. You'll know an Asian man is interested because he'll continue to hang around. He'll hang around you. You won't be able to get rid of him. Yeah? That's when you know. But he won't say, oh, I like you. He might say, oh, I'm going to get a coffee. Do you want one? And you're like, oh, that's nice of him to say. No, girl. He likes you. Justice said the ovaries. Yes, girl, the ovaries. Girl, balls are sensitive. Ovaries are strong. Amaya said, should we pay for dates during the early dating stages? Honey, you all should stop using words I don't even understand. I don't understand this word, the PAY word. Never heard of it. I think it should have been on one of my spelling tests when I was growing up, but it wasn't. So I guess I'll have to look it up another time. Maybe in an encyclopedia. Don't know what that is. Highly favored said, I'm tired of Day Day. No comment, girl. You don't have to be with Day Day. You don't have to talk to Day Day. You can get a baby. Olivia said, as a black woman in Cali, Latino men approach me the most, and I'm not complaining. I know that's right. Guapa. Savvy said, love from Toronto, I'm taking notes. Good, girl. Coach Keen said, Pokemon in this hoe. I know that's right, girl. Girl, she said, not Pokemon Go, she said Pokemon Ho. And I know that's right. And that spoke to my spirit. Chicago's Hinge is not giving, Jen said. No, girl. If you're a black girl, don't be on Hinge. Girl, you'll feel like it's junior high all over again, girl. And not in the good way. Junior high, like early grades, like 6th grade, and the 8th graders are bullying you, girl. Ola said, what do you mean if the feet are towards you in your videos? If someone's feet are pointing towards you, it means that they're really interested in you. It's body language 101. Yeah? So, like, this is how I knew, like, any of these guys that were pretending to be straight were into me. They'd be mean-mugging me, right? Or, like, they'd be talking to somebody, but then their feet would be pointing toward me, and I'd be like, dude, I have you. That means, girl, you're the center of his world. Yeah? That's what that means. Raven said, where are the white men in Los Angeles? Girl, you're gonna have to go to the Valley, girl. You're gonna have to go to the Valley. Or you're gonna have to start dating some of those guys that live south of the 10. Barb said, what if his dating history is all non-black women? You get to have a conversation with him about that. Yeah? It really depends. I'm interested in guys that date all kinds of women because it shows their tolerance and open-mindedness, but other people have different opinions on that. Sending Dawn's Love said, what do the white boys talk about? Girl, I don't know. I think that they talk about baseball, hockey. I think that they talk about crypto. I think that they talk about metaverse. Some of them will talk about, like, video games. That's what I think, girl. But it doesn't matter what they talk about. When you're talking to guys, and this is such a great, like, question that wasn't a question, talk about what you want to talk about. They're going to have to rock with that. Your job is not to rock with what they want to talk about. Yeah? You come first. They come second. And I know it sounds really weird, especially if you're someone of color who has been raised to always think about the community and other people based on how your mothers and your grandmothers have lived their lives and modeled it for you. But please listen to me when I tell you, you're number one. They're number two. And a guy that is in his true masculine energy and that is self-actualized will gladly take on that role. His job is to serve you. Yeah? Let me see what y'all are talking about. And you said, I don't have a roster at all. Get one, girl. Talk to these men, honey. Krista said, I'm working on my roster, but it's not looking too good. Girl, go hard in the paint, girl. I don't know what this symbol looks like or means. A white boy that acts white or the one that cosplays. Never cosplay, girl. This isn't Comic-Con. Girl, just a white guy that acts regular. Regular, girl. He's not trying to do too much. Yes, honey. That's right. Purple Bag said, looking like it's a small world. I know that's right, girl. Money Sign said, are Arab men red flags? Because I got a crush on this one. I don't think so. But girl, like in every group, there's always going to be some bad apples, girl. The Arab men have a little bit of black in them, girl. So being with one kind of feels like being home. So, but I digress. Let's see what's going on, honey. What are y'all talking about? Tiara said, I have been slipping. Bubble have been buzzing for me. But I'm so far in survival mode that I keep... Girl, I don't even know what you're finishing up to say. Jazzy said, I almost had one today. Unfortunately, my ovaries weren't big enough. Grow 'em, honey. Kyla said, I love your videos. Thank you, girl. Comadre said, Anwar is an LA girl. Yes, I was, honey. All up in Hollywood. Oh my God, girl. LA is a mess, girl. Lauren said, you are always spicy and I appreciate it. I know that's right, girl. Adora said, Canada is famous for interracials. Not interracials, girl. Well, as someone that's in an interracial relationship myself in Canada, girl, I guess you're not lying. Queen G said, what apps outside of Hinge do you recommend? Bumble, OkCupid, and Match. Tajin said, the men be fine on Facebook, babe. Girl, the men on Facebook are scammers. Their pictures are not real. They are prisoners. That is AI, girl. Let me scroll. While I'm scrolling, honey, let me know. If you want to work with me, book a consultation call. The link is in my bio. Enjoying life. Girl, I'm trying to tell you exactly what the white boys are talking about, and you're telling me stop it, and you're laughing. Girl, I live in white Canada, girl. I'm trying to tell you what these guys are talking about. Yes, honey, Danny Terry got it right. They're talking about their dogs, too. And they're talking about, yes, they're talking about certain movies. Not cinema. Movies. There's a difference. They're talking about Fast and Furious 24, honey. And I'm talking about Like Water for Chocolate. There's a difference. Some of them will be talking about finances and stocks. Somebody said the girls that want a tall, nerdy guy need to hang out at the Lego stores. I know that's right. I take my kids to the Lego store every 2 weeks, girl, and I almost get divorced. Girl, I gotta keep my eyes on those big Lego puzzles, girl, or they might take me away, honey. User 530, are you supposed to ask if they've dated a black woman before? Yes. Yes, that's important. Buttercup said your confidence makes you seem more trustworthy. Thank you, girl. Well, it's real because I do the work and I get women into great relationships, so I have a lot to be confident about. And because I've been doing this work for so long, this is why I'm able to answer your questions like that. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Space Cadet said, I just love your content. Thank you, girl. I'm seeing a lot of people that are like, I'm tempted, I'm scared, I don't want to do it. Girl, give it a try. It's 2023, hunty. Y'all acting like it's 1950. Don't do that. Girl, our foremothers and forefathers did not do what they needed to do. They did it so that we could have opportunity and options. Honey, take them. Honey, my clients are going ham, honey. I love it. Let me see. Is it so hard trying to date in a city where it's small, everyone knows everyone? Well, what city is it, honey? One of the things that is really helpful is you want to be hip hopping. You want to go and put your app in. Every 2 weeks, you want to put it in a different city. So let's say you're in Houston, because I know the Houston girls are struggling mightily. Girl, 2 weeks you want to be in Houston, 2 weeks you want to be in Austin, 2 weeks you want to be in San Antonio. And continue to do that triangle of love, honey. And putting y'all up on game, honey. Don't say I never put you on game, honey. Let me see what Jen said. You play too much. I really don't. I am dead serious. Amanda said, I've seen a lot of Arab men with black women. The Arab and Middle Eastern men have the highest response rate to black women on dating apps. Higher than black men. Squidward Strelmix. Girl, what is his name? Elaborate on biracial men, please. What do you want me to say about it, girl? You probably saw the video where I talked about him, girl, and they came for me again, girl. Girl, they're always coming for me. I think the misunderstanding was I'm saying because someone is light-skinned, it means that they're a narcissist. What I'm saying is because of how they are treated, their lived experience, it is hard to not be a narcissist. There is a level of entitlement that happens and privilege, but also as a person of color, trauma, and that mix creates narcissism. And of course, not everybody, but a good number of them. Kimon Whitney said, what type of look do wealthy men look for? Well, it's not about what wealthy men look for. But I do think it's important that it's not a look, it's an energy. It's refinement, right? It's not just about the way you dress, it's the way you talk, it's the subjects that you talk about, it's the etiquette, right? Can you talk with a variety of different people? Are you well spoken? Are you interesting? Right? Very, very important. Because here's the difference. Rich men want to talk a lot because they think they know everything. Wealthy men listen a lot because they're learning a lot to know everything. So when you're dealing with a wealthy man, or you want wealthy men, one of the better things that you can do is talk a lot, but you have to have something to talk about, and you have to be intelligent about it. Because a wealthy man is attracted to a woman that he can learn from. Because there are going to be many instances where wealthy men will come home and they will talk to you about what's happened at work and want to get your perspective. Not necessarily that they're going to take it all the time, but they're going to use that perspective into their decision-making process. Yeah? So you need to learn how to ask great questions. You have to have a stance on everything and be able to back it up. What am I saying? I'm basically saying that you need to be that girl that raised her hand in class and was student body president and was on all of the committees. That's what they're looking for. So, let me see. Tay said, what about dating Nigerian men? Oh my God, girl. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Ladies, please share your experiences of Nigerian men in the comments so that Tay can understand what that experience looks like. It feels bad to talk about my African brethren, so I'll let y'all do it. Queen G said, thank you for your insights. You're so welcome, girl. Lenny said, come back to SoCal. Girl, if the prices were half they are now, girl, I would. December said, my deal breaker is uncircumcised men. How do I get over that? Girl, go to Europe. Exposure therapy. Admiral said, Anwar, you'd love to know my sister works for Bumble, so she lets me know about all these events. I love it. Kendall said, please help with flirting tips. What do you need help with exactly? I think that people think that flirting means that you have to be sexual. You don't have to be sexual, and you don't need to like be touching guys or be goo goo gaga eyed with them. Like, you can be an intellectual flirt where you poke holes in their arguments, or you can be an emotional flirt where you are complimenting him and showing gratitude, right? There's a variety of different ways that you can flirt. It doesn't have to just be physical. Chris said, what about coffee meets bagel? It's like, it's like second tier for me. It's just not giving this year. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Okay. Yes, Nicole said, it's the way you act. 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 Exactly. Soul said, hello, I'm a black girl in high school. All the white and black guys say they don't like black girls. Well, number one, girl, go to bed. You got school in the morning. You should not be on this live, honey. Number two, girl, fuck those guys. Girl, you need to be ruling the school. Yeah? And who cares if they're saying they don't like black girls? Here's what I know. Those guys actually do, but because peer influence like controls them, they would never step outside of their peer group. Those guys are checking for black girls, just like when many of you were younger, you felt the same way. They were checking for you. They just didn't have the ovaries to make it happen with you, unfortunately. Cap said, wealthy men also try to take time and develop friendships first. Yeah, so wealthy men own their time because their money is working for them, so they don't need to spend time making money. Rich men are literally taking so much time, like, because, and they're always in a rush because they're always thinking, I gotta make money, I gotta make money, I gotta make money, because they're spending their money. Yeah? So, wealthy men take their time on everything. They don't drive fast because they don't need to. They own their time. Rich men, they'll do things very fast because time is money for them. It's not the same for wealthy men. December May said, Shara says don't talk too much. Yeah, because Shara's trying to get you with rich men. I'm talking about wealthy men. There's a difference. Triple Cupcake said, I am in medical school and dating men is hell. How do I deal with them undermining my intelligence? It's funny because I have a number of doctors in my program and they are sensitive to this. So I think it's part of the schooling. Girl, you, like I was saying earlier, you're going to have to get with somebody in med school, girl. Get with the one that doesn't think that they're hot shit, girl. Humble and smart. Get with that guy, girl. Y'all could be doing the same rounds together, girl. Grey's Anatomy Part 2. Let me see. Austin the Aussie. How can one improve speaking skills, especially when you're super shy? Start by engaging with women first. Yeah? So that you can learn how to make connections with women. Because oftentimes that's much easier than doing it with men. Sometimes people have like a resistance to it because they will often pedestalize men, and you don't need to do that. Girl, all of these men are like little boys. I wish I wasn't like being funny. It's so true. Men are very sensitive, but for some reason I think a lot of women think that, oh my God, they are these creatures that I don't get, I don't understand them. If you think about them as little boys, girl, you'll be able to rock them out. I always say, you know that, teenage cousin that you like are like, oh my God, boy, you're so lame, but you're my cousin, so I love you. That's how I need you to think about these men. Arita said, OMG, I'm so glad you're alive. I'm tipsy and ready to talk shit. I know that's right, bitch. I know that's right. Let's talk our shit then, girl. Oh my God, everybody's saying run with the Nigerian men, honey. Everyone's saying hell no and run, honey. They said don't. Don't do it, honey. Girl, they're saying waste. They're saying no. They're saying no. And again, no. Never again. Absolutely not. Don't do it. Super no. No, girls. Some girls said, just take the money, girl. Yeah? What did this girl say? Miss Sonia Fit, I'm Nigerian, please be gentle. Girl, in this group, in this room, we keep it real. We keep it real because when we're gentle, we're not telling the full truth. Yeah? You're our sister, we love you, but our brothers might need to level up a little bit more. Yeah? And not try to gaslight and or love bomb the ladies in here. Oh my God, y'all will not stop talking about how to not deal with the Nigerians. Kiss the Creole Queen said, girl, are you trying to get messed up? Girl, not love Suey, girl. Dej said, what about military men? Girl, y'all asking about the most dangerous men in love tonight, honey. I feel like we're talking about documentaries about serial killers, girl. No to the military man. I mean, if you want to go to war, girl, go ahead. Yeah. That's all I got to say about it. Jan said, when do you think it's appropriate and okay to go to a man's house? Probably after physical date 5 or 6, but he needs to pay for everything. Sid said, I need to find better wealthy men because the last 3 talked about feet and their bowels. The one thing that you got to realize about wealthy men is that sometimes they might have interesting kinks because they probably have had lots of sex, and so vanilla sex is boring to them, girl. So, just FYI. FYI. Tay said, thanks, ladies. I'm going to fall back on that one. Smart girl. Smart girl. Okay, let me see where I'm at, honey. Okay. Mike said, would you recommend women to approach men? Why or why not? I think that I'm not someone that says approach men, but I am saying that I want you to start conversations with men that are around you. I don't want you to walk across a room and talk to a guy. But if you're at a bar and you have someone that's sitting next to you, strike up a conversation with them. At least start it. Let them drive it. Yeah. Kofi G said, I just saw your clip on mixed men with white moms. Help. Sounds like you are in danger, girl. Girl, how can I help you? Girl, you in it. The only way is to get out if it's not serving you and it's not healthy. It might be. Vazi said, what's your sign? Cancer, girl. I'm sensitive about my shit. Nelly said, I want to invite my BFF to this live. She needs to hear all of this. And does. T said, what's a good pickup line for someone shy? Girl, when they say something to you, say, tell them you're a shy girl. Because guess what? When you tell them that you're shy, it's a challenge for them and they're going to want to try to get you out of your shell. Right? So whatever they say something to you, just let them know. Like, even if they say, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing well. I don't really talk to strangers a lot. I'm shy. Go smile at the end. So they know that you're like still open. You're just a little shy. Naturally, 100 said, I work in social work and I seem to keep attracting men that depend on me. How do I change it? This is about changing you. When you are in a nurturing career, and I would say 2/3 of my clients are nurses, teachers, doctors, social workers, therapists, flight attendants, hairdressers, HR, DEI, you will, because in your work you are centering people all day, every day, that will translate into your romantic relationships. So you will attract those types of people that need to be the center and want to take and not give. So your job is learning how to sit comfortably in your feminine energy. And if you need help with that, you can definitely book a consultation call and I can help you do that. But boundaries. You're doing too much. You're socially working 24/7. Yeah? Coco Laurel said, thank you for your service. Seriously. You're welcome. Sometimes they'd be going like that real hard, girl. So that's why I was doing that. Danny Terry said, this is a brave space. It sure is, girl. Rashonda said, yes, we need all the realness. This is where we tell the tea, honey. This is why I call it Tuesday tea. Because we're going to tell the tea. We're going to talk about the things that maybe we're a little bit too shy to talk about, or we feel like are a bit risque. We're not here in a judgmental way. We're here to relay information and for knowledge transfer. Yeah? Lex said, and where I need you. Girl, go to the link in my bio and book a consultation call so that we can start working together and get you your guy. Yeah? Ty said, you give good tips. Thanks. You're welcome, girl. Shay said, why do situationships come back? Girl, because they want to control you. Because they liked having sex with you and they miss that. And they miss the emotional support. They don't miss you. They miss what you give to them. But they don't miss you. Yeah? RP said, completely off topic, but your voice is so soothing. Thank you, girl. But you can't have me, I'm married. Oh my gosh. Everybody's saying no to military men. Honey, they will serve this country, but they will not serve you. Yeah? Cece said, what about military and Haitian? Double homicide, girl. Double homicide. Let me see what's going on here. Justice said the strength of black women is insane and is amazing. The most amazing creatures on this earth. BB said, hi, Anwar. Hey, girl. Stacey Kimberly said, I'm in Ireland and a lot of the Nigerian men here aren't checking for black women. Girl, when you go to Ireland, girl, you're not going for the Nigerian men. If you want Nigerian men, you go to Nigeria. Or Houston. Honey, when you go to Ireland, honey, you looking for Meghan Markle's man, honey. That's who you looking for. User 916, should you let a dude in your home? Not before 2 months. We are talking about a lot of Irishmen tonight, honey. Misha said, do you have a second page here on TikTok? Why, girl? Do you think I'm going to get canceled? Do you think I'm going to get kicked off of TikTok? I am making one, yes, just in case, because I know a lot of these guys are trying to report me, honey, and get me kicked off because I'm talking a lot of shit, and they don't really love it, honey. Let's see what y'all are talking about. Why do men ask for body count? I answered his question, so I don't seem like I'm dodging this question. Don't answer the question. They don't give a shit about body count, girl. They don't. The guys that ask you about body count want to sleep with you anyway. The girls who have a high body count sleep with a lot of guys and get with a lot of guys and get the guys, not just get with them. They don't care about it. They care about how you answer it. Don't be fooled. It's a test. Don't play the game. Don't even enter the classroom. Don't answer his question. You're playing into his game, and he already has you. He already has control over you. Just let him know, I don't feel comfortable with questions like that. Keeps you in your Michelle Obama bag, girl. Margaret said, what does it mean when a guy is always looking at you? It means he likes you or he wants to kill you, girl. One or the other. Francesca said, have you helped plus-size women find love? Every week. Every week, girl. Every week. I would say about 20% of my clients are plus-size or curvier. Yeah. P says, I love your videos. Thank you, girl. I said, would you date a guy who is polyamorous when you're monogamous? No, girl, because that's against your values. And it's giving scarcity love mindset, girl. Don't do it. Yeah. Britt said, advice on trying to talk to a white Christian man. Girl, I don't know what to tell you, girl. I don't know about them. I try to stay away from them, girl. Nicole said, hey, Anwar, I'm glad to see so many women catching on to your page. Your reach is growing. I know, right? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate all of the support and all of the following. It is so much fun to be chatting with you all and to be engaging in this work. And, you know, a lot of people are leveling up, which is so amazing. Jasmine said, how do you feel about singles meetups? I think they're great practice, but I don't think that you should expect to find your person there. Practice, like, you know, talking about yourself, especially for the shy girls that were talking earlier. Practice making connections, learning how to be vulnerable. December said, I'm going to book a consultation. Good girl. I like that. Love to chat with you about your love life. See if it's a fit. If it is, we'll help you get your guy. Coffee G said, I'm going to the link. I'm going to get this help. I know that's right, girl. Ozzy said, what do you think about celibacy? Should I tell them? What do I think about celibacy? Well, that's not my ministry. But love that for you. Should I tell them? Yeah, you should, because they need to know that to make an informed decision about whether they want to invest in you or not. And unfortunately, 80 to 90% of the guys will not want to invest in that. I'm keeping it real, right? But they need to know that the last thing that you want to do is wait too long thinking like, oh, I just want him to get to know me, and once he knows me, he's going to love me and he's not going to care. He still might care. Yeah? Tell him soon. Tell him soon. Jesse said, I got a boyfriend using your tips. Ha ha ha. Now I am trying to go to the next step. Love that for you. Keep on rocking it out, girl. Butterfly said, I'm curious, what are your views on women revealing what their career is? Time frame for revealing? As soon as possible. As soon as possible. The fact that women are trying to like hide their careers from men lets me know that they're playing small. Girl, we have one life to live. Why are we playing small here? A lot of these guys, if you have a bomb-ass career and these guys can't take it, girl, they're not your guy. Stop trying to make some guy your guy when he's not your guy. Sometimes women ask me, oh, should I put that I'm a doctor or I'm a lawyer on my profile? Yes. Let the profile filter in and filter out certain men. Yeah? Girl, I don't know what these sounds are, girl. I don't know if my computer, my iPad. Hi, the Kathleen. Stacey Kimberly said, Indian men, what's the package like? Always been skeptical. Indian men are a little bit smaller than average to average. How do I know? Because I've done the research. I'm a researcher at heart. Comadre said, Black women deserve the world. Your Latina sisters love you. I know that's right. And AJ said, Atlanta's full of the Nigerians too, girl. Girl, they're everywhere. Girl, we can't get rid of them, girl. Let me see what y'all talking about now. Y'all are funny. Y'all really have me gagging, girl. Jax V said, I tag him every time someone says what he says. I love it. Grateful Heart said, I look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Miss Wilson said, I just found your page tonight and have been deep diving. I love all your advice. Thank you so much. Brown in Foxy, how are you getting your teeth that way? A great dentist, girl. A great one, who put these very white veneers in my mouth to cover my yellow pieces of corn that were formerly in there. Mosam said, were you named after Anwar Sadat of Egypt? I was, who temporarily brought peace to the Middle East. Menace said, he said he'd call me tonight, but he didn't. What do I do? You move on. All things natural herb. How do I book someone? I'm in Indy. What do you mean book someone? Do you mean like, how do you work with me? Cap said, where are you based? In Canada, girl. I'm just giving you the country because you keep on asking me this question. I think you're trying to kill me. Let me see what's going on here. Somerset, what's wrong with Christian white men? You're not going to get me canceled, girl. You're not going to get these white Christian men trying to hang me like it was 1939 up in here, sweetie. Girl, you know who were white Christian men? The KKK. Yeah. Muslim said the light-skinned men video went viral. I know. The last, like, 5 to 6 videos that I've had have, like, have been huge. I think I've had, like, multi-millions of video views in the last week, which has been crazy. And with that comes also a quite bit of hateration. Comes with the territory, I guess, honey. Tania said, what happens when a guy goes out of his way to get your phone number just to not call you? Girl, it was just a challenge. He wanted to see if he can do it. Guys that try to pick you up in the wild are doing it for the challenge, for the ego. They're not real. They're not serious for the most part. You need to be meeting men in more curated spaces where there is some sort of either visible or invisible velvet rope that not a lot of people are going to get into. Yeah. Don't engage with men at a gas station or at a mall. Yeah. Or up and down the street. Cultured men, men that are ready for marriage, would never do that. Healing Black Girl said, just tapping in and I'm already triggered. Uh-oh, girl, triggered about what? Muslim said, we need a dark-skinned men video. Girl, I can't. Girl, they were calling me light-skinned. When I go through the dark-skinned video, then they're going to start calling me dark-skinned, girl. Like, then, you know, yeah, I don't know if I can do it, girl. Girl, they get you coming and going. Grateful Heart said, how did you know so much about relationships? Spot on. Because I've been doing this work for 13 years. And I've gotten thousands of women into amazing relationships. Every week, it's at least 2 or 3 women that are getting into great relationships, the best of their lives. That's why. Faith said, this man asked me for $20. We've only been talking for about 2 weeks. He said he needs his phone bill paid. Never loan money to a man, even when you're with him, because ultimately he will resent you for it. He won't feel satisfied with his accomplishments knowing that you had to help him do it. He won't feel like a man. Just let him know, I'm so sorry, I don't have that money for you. Do you have anywhere else that you can get it? Brenda said, tell us about the research. What do you want to know, perv, Brenda, girl? Let me see what y'all are talking about. Grateful Heart said, what about Asian men? Package. It's a personal item, girl. Small. That's the package, girl. Nell said, where are the men that will actually court? They're everywhere, but you need to be patient. Because you're going to need to go through at least 100 men to find 1 or 2 men that will court you and provide for you. Okay? Urban Pucker said, would y'all continue with the guy you observed switching tags in Walmart? Are you serious? Do not talk to guys that try to pick you up in Walmart. Walmart is wild. All things natural herb. How do I book you? Go to the link in my bio and click on book a consultation. And if the application looks correct to us, you'll gain access to book a call with me. Megan said, I hope you're in Vancouver. I used to live there. I absolutely love living there. I live in Montreal. Jan said, may you expand on the 2-month house rule? I may. If a man asks why, what do you say? Here's the thing. You don't have to explain anything to a man. You just share what makes you feel good. This is what makes me feel most comfortable. This is what I prefer. That's the answer. Many of you all get into this like I have to explain and over-explain. It's a trauma response. It's giving daughter energy, talking to her parents. Y'all are grown now. You don't need to do that anymore. And I'm saying that with love and respect. Michelle said, this is the energy I need. I told him Sunday I missed him. He replied, and haven't heard since. No. Yeah, out. me see what's going on. Latrice said, love you, Anwar, my favorite dating coach. Awesome live. Thank you, girl. Melissa said, thoughts on closure. Closure is not real. You can't get closure from other people. You can only get closure within yourself. What about Catholic white men? I'm not answering that. I'd rather talk about their victims. Lily said, you're amazing. Love your tips. What made you make videos for tips for Black women? I've been working with Black women for 13 years now. I love Black women. I'm always going to ride with them. Ride or die. I've been raised by Black women. Black women are safe for me. I appreciate them. I relate to them in a lot of different ways. Yeah, I just think they're great, and I think they deserve more. I could easily work with white women and 5x my business. No shade, I don't want to work with white women. Sorry for the white women that are in here, girl, but that's my tea, that's my truth, and I'm going to stick to it. Yeah. Kiki said, what advice would you give Black women afraid to date white men? I would tell them that the trauma that you've experienced in your life is probably directly related to your relationships with Black men. So you probably have experienced more trauma from Black men than you have with white men. But you continue to move toward Black men. So I would ask a question with the question, why is that? Let me see what y'all are talking about. Caprice said, Mall is a no. Yes, Mall is a no. If you're in Atlanta, do not talk to any men at the Lenox Mall. Tania said, thanks, you're the best. Thank you, girl. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Girl, I'm so late, girl. I am literally going through what we talked about 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Just late with it, girl. Katie said, you're like the nice Shara 7. I like to call myself Shara 10, honey. I keep it cute here, girl, but if you mess with any of my family or my friends or my clients, girl, I'm coming for that ass. The Kaylee Marie, should you stay with a man who argues back? We don't argue with men. We share with them how we feel, and their job is to honor it. And if they don't, they're out. That's it. We don't argue with men. Naomi said, how do you softly tell a man that he's balding, has a slight belly, and to start a healthier lifestyle with me? You don't. Like, it's number one, your job is to accept, especially if this is your boyfriend or your husband. Accept him for who he is. Now, if he isn't making those changes on his own, you get to show feelings and emotions. Hey, I'm really worried about you. Well, why is that, babe? Well, I've been noticing that, you know, you've been gaining more weight, and that has made you less active, and we haven't been able to do as many things. And I don't know, obviously, we're losing a little bit of hair here, let's be honest. And, I'm worried. And I don't know, how do you feel about that? Do you think we should go to the doctor? What do you think we should do? See how I didn't tell him what to do? I just let him know that I'm worried so that he knows that that's on my mind. Your job in a relationship is just to inspire a man. He'll do for you more than he will do for himself if you're with the right man. Right? If he's the right guy, he'll make it work, because guess what? He wants to live his best life with you. Hey, I'm really worried that, I've noticed that you haven't been able to be as playful with the kids because you've been running out of breath, sooner. And some of the kids have been telling me that they really miss playing with daddy. And it breaks my heart. Something like that. Coach Monica, thank you so much for the rose. Kimon Whitney said, do you give advice to married women? I do. What do you have questions with? Katrina said, how can a light-skinned woman meet Jewish men? Girl, go to the synagogue, girl. Apparently, they're protesting for Israel and anti-Israel, girl. So go to the protest, girl. Girl, go to the bar mitzvahs, girl. "2022 is lit" said, I feel like I owe you a milli just for the advice on your lives. I try to give, I think that my free stuff is better than anyone's paid stuff. So I give you what I know, and I hope it helps you. But please understand that my programs are 10x this. Yeah, that's why my VIP clients, 85 to 90% of them get their guy in the program. Because we do the work. We have fun while we do it too. Yeah. Bev said, we adore you. Thank you, girl. Hey, Toya said, your video about light-skinned man. Head explosion. XS me said, have you worked with any Mexican women? I love your advice. Yes, honey. Many of them. And they've all gotten their guys, girl. Dinner said, thanks for letting us. Girl, of course. I wouldn't know any other way. Alex Kai said, this guy has asked me out twice. We are in our last 2 weeks of college. Is it okay to wait? Yeah, girl, get that motherfucking degree and then go out with him, okay? Tony said, what's your views on dating someone who is an hour away from me? Girl, do it. Girl, why? What's the problem? What's the tea? Kai said, can I break up with someone during a 4th date, or should I just cancel? If you want to break up with him now, cancel now and break up with him. Muslim said, and we're standing 10 toes tall. Try my best, girl. Jasmine said, Anwar, I love you down, honey. Thank you. Miss Lovergirl said, I want him to answer my question. Girl, what is the question? Oh my God, I had such a great question. I missed it. I hope it doesn't skip. Someone said, what if I work in a mall and I work at Brooks Brothers? Girl, you're working in the perfect store. Flirt with every customer that comes in there, girl. In 3 months, you'll have a man, girl. And you won't be working at Brooks Brothers anymore. Brooks Brothers. Tiffany said, took your advice, tried Bumble, and am loving it. Good girl. Somebody asked if they should invest in a bad wig. I'm wondering the same thing. Please answer. No, girl, you don't need to invest in a bad wig. There's, I think, a myth out there that if you have a bad wig that you'll attract more wealthier white men. That's not necessarily the case. They see a bad wig and they say, oh, this woman is not going to judge me because she's not even judging herself. So that's why they approach her. Just like when you are at the grocery store and you might not be looking your best, that's when you get all the attention. That's when people want to come up to you because they think, oh my God, this girl isn't going to judge me. She's not going to reject me. That's why. It's not about the bad wig, it's about the energy. But you can have that energy and be open and optimistic and smiling and have great energy and be magnetic enough for people to want to approach you. Bria Lisa said these questions are wild. Girl, they are, girl. I'm literally like trying to field all of them, girl. Keliak said, I was part of a convo about being open to dating white, and the girls were mad. Hats off to you and thank you. You're welcome. Let them be mad, girl. And when you get with an amazing man, whether he be white, brown, black, whatever, they're going to stay mad. They're going to stay mad. Awesome said, guys, let's like the live. Thank y'all so much for the almost 66,000 likes, y'all. I surely do appreciate it. Butt Eater 05, love the name, by the way. What does it mean when they say, it's not you, it's me? They rejected me, huh? It's probably both of y'all. He's probably not ready, but also he doesn't feel inspired enough to get ready with you. 2022 said, we need an earpiece with you coaching us. That's what I do with my clients. They get to message me at any time, and I get to let them know, okay, girl, text them this. Oh, girl, say that, right? We do the deeper work, but we also do some of the everyday work as well. Naomi said, you were very correct. I will try that approach. Thank you for your advice. You're welcome. Men are my specialty. Girl, they asked me where to find the Jewish men, girl. I'm trying to put them on, and if I say protest, please believe me, because that's where they are, honey. Ken Cole, are blue-collar men providers? Many of them can be, yeah. Don't shade the blue-collar workers, girl. Because some of these blue-collar workers are making more than some of these lower-level white-collar workers. Honey, get you an HVAC plumber. He's making more than that analyst, girl, at some office job. Trust and believe. And he works hard. Alana, thank you so much for the money gun, girl. Tiffany said, I love your lives. Thanks, girl. Asto said, agree. The podcasts are great. Thank you. My podcast is called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. Check it out, please. I think it's like in the top 50 of relationship podcasts in the US, which is crazy because I only publish it every 2 weeks. And tomorrow I'm coming out with an episode, and it's especially for the girls that grew up in the church, girl. I actually brought on a fellow TikToker here. Her name is Davin, and she has a lot to say now. The Kaylee Marie said, how many clients are married now? I'd have to count, but I will tell you that I am going to a wedding in February with one of my clients in New Orleans. So I generally every quarter will go to a wedding. @sign, can you talk a little bit about what the programs include? So I have the Get Your Guy Club, which is more of a group coaching program, and then I have the VIP program that is more personalized and individualized. So the Get Your Guy Club has kind of like an online profile audit. So we'll help you choose the apps, the pictures, like give you the strategy, do a couple of editing rounds. You'll also gain access to my online profile, my online course, which has tons of different modules around dating strategy, vulnerability, boundaries, mindset, confidence, masculine and feminine energy, inner child wounds, getting clear on your relationship needs. And each one of those modules has at least 2 or 3 different worksheets. I have a private Facebook group with almost 180 Black and brown women in there, mostly Black women that are doing the same work that you're doing. And this is a safe, non-judgmental space. Yeah. We also have 2 group coaching calls every week on Tuesdays and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, where I will either teach on a certain subject or we will do a Q&A session similar to this, but instead of me like answering questions for 15 seconds, I do it for 5 or 10 minutes to Get Your Guy Club. And in the VIP program, we do one-on-one weekly calls for 30 minutes with me and my team. You also have 24/7 access to me for any questions that you may have. Okay? So if that sounds good, you definitely want to book a call and we can make it happen. Okay. Boo Boo, thank you so much for the 11 roses, honey. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Boo Boo said, how to get a gamer guy. I'm a plus size woman of color. Great, girl. So I need you on Twitch and Discord and Reddit. I need you going to Comic-Con and Renaissance Fair and GameStop and Lego stores, right? I need you on those forums, girl. Yeah. I need you at the comic book stores, girl. I need you to brush up on your anime, honey. I need you doing Pokemon Go and going to all of those events. You gotta swim where the fish are. Yeah. Princess said, Anwar, thank you. I had a date with a guy from Egypt. Best ever. I'm a Black American woman. Love that for you, girl. Mary Alice, thank you so much for the rose. Muslim said, guys, like the live to support Anwar. Thank you so much. Thank you for the almost 75,000 likes. Y'all are killing the game, honey. Besta Brittany said, how do you end it with a narcissist without them blowing up? They're going to blow up, whatever you do. We just got to figure out if it's going to be a big blow up or a small blow up. And you can't predict that. All you can say is, I don't feel comfortable in this relationship anymore, so I'm going to step out of it. But I want to wish you the best of luck. Then you need to go no contact because he's going to try to bring you back. Yeah? And he might come to your house if he knows you unexpectedly. You're going to need to be surrounded by a circle of your tribe and your friends, specifically girlfriends. Yeah? That's usually easier. If you have a guy friend, the reason why I say that is because if you have a guy friend, he's gonna say, you were cheating with me this entire time, and blah 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 blah. So then he has a story, and then he's gonna tell everybody that you were cheating on him. That's why I say, have 2 or 3 girlfriends that you're around, or stay with them, or have them be at your house, so that when he does come over, and he will, or if he does call, you can give the phone to them, or they can answer the door. He won't know what to do with that. Princess T, thank you so much for the 13 roses. Alana, thank you so much for the rose. Lele said, do you believe in staying down with someone while they try to achieve financial success? No, I don't. Staying down means that you're building with them. You're not a builder. You would never buy a house that was half done, with no windows, no door, no roof. Don't do it with men. Tracy, thank you so much for the rose. Princess T, thank you so much for the 13 roses. But Eater said, do we trust redheads? With our freaking lives. With our lives, honey. Magical Mimosa said, OMG, hi. Hey, girl. I am Peaches said, your voice is so soothing. Thank you, girl. Faduma said, loving Bumble currently. I know that's right, girl. Summer said, love your videos. Thank you. Boo was saying, and we're saying all these truths. I try my best, girl. Don't ever say I didn't try to put you on, honey. Because some of these girls, they try to like, give you half truth, and they're like, oh, good, get into my program and I'll give you the answers. No, I'll give you the answers, girl, but what we will do in my program is we'll actually go deeper into understanding why you've done what you've done so that you can stop the patterns. Because I could tell you all of this, but it isn't until we actually delve into some of those bonding patterns that you have and heal some of your inner child wounds, that's where you will actually start to do things differently. Best of Brittany said, I love Anwar's podcast. Thank you, girl. Naomi said, I'm 18 dating a 40-year-old. I wouldn't do that, girl. Why are you doing that? What are you getting out of it? As humans, we do things that serve self. So what are you getting out of it? Di said, can we talk about Caribbean men? Why, girl? I was on a live recently and someone said something that I think is really helpful, which is, if the Caribbean man is a can, it's a can't. Dominican, Puerto Rican, Jamaican, can't. What's the podcast name again? Brianna said, Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast. Alana said, how do you sign up? Girl, go to the link in my bio and book a consultation call. Ariane said, do you have an age minimum? Is 20 too young? For my VIP clients, I really work with 28 and above. Yeah, because we really want to get you into an amazing relationship. And guys in their young 20s aren't serious, girl. D said Turkish, question mark. Are you talking about Turkish men? Love Turkish men. Turkish men love black women. They aren't packing though. So if you want the walls hit, girl, he barely gonna knock on the door, if that. No shade. Dido said, you're so on point on the biracial category. Thank you, girl. Karina said, how do I navigate finances around trips and dates with my new boyfriend? Let him do it all. Let him do it all until he asks for something. Let me see what you're talking about here. OMG, my ex showed up at my house tonight. Call the police. SJU said, not house half done. Yes, girl. Because these men need to build themselves. Donna said, love, love, love your advice. You're a real one. We know this. Thank you, girl. "2022 is lit," said, I should have been in the program last year. What am I waiting for? Girl, I don't know. You better get on it now, girl. Fran said, I'm Jamaican, and I completely agree. Uh-oh. Viking woman said, African also is a can't. Ooh. Oni said, LOL at the cans. Uh-oh, Sharifa said, American. Girl, you ain't lied, girl. This is why I had to go to, girl, out of the country, girl. These Americans are not living for you the way that they should, unfortunately. Yeah? Piece of Kai said, what's your thoughts on Polynesian men? I think that they are some of the hottest men in the world, girl. Girl, I'm trying to find... This is what they're packing, girl. This is what it looks like. So if you want to get tickled, girl, get with the Polynesian man. I don't know what to tell you. Tony said, you are a hoot, love you. Thank you, girl. EXO said, do white men be packing? What's tea? Some of them do, girl. Had to wipe a tear, girl. Some of them do, girl. You know, I don't know where some people get this thing that white men aren't packing, girl. Darling, Daria said, you are trending. Am I? Trending where, girl? The Kylie Marie said, I needed to hear this live, so glad I'm here. I'm glad you're here too. Sade said, you're the best. Thank you, girl. Magical Mimosa said, what's your zodiac sign? I'm a Cancer, girl. Pathan said, can mature women choose me? Boy, are you a bot. The Miss Sarah Barbie said, I just changed my location and it's working already. Thank you. You're welcome, girl. Nakia said, I attract a lot of German and Turkish men on OkCupid. Girl, both of them. Both of them. BOFFUM. Both of them. Girl. Why are y'all gagging and saying no about the Polynesian men? Teehee said I can confirm. I'm trying to put y'all on game, honey. Don't say no way. Way. Some girls like to be tickled. I don't. That annoys me. People said stop it. I'm not gonna stop it. I think you came to this motherfucking life for a reason, girl. I'm trying to give you the tea. People are asking about Polynesian men, and I want them to know the tea, so that when you get into that bed, you don't get disappointed. You thinking he's doing something because he weighs a lot, and you have his weight on top of you, and then you realize he's not doing a damn thing. Played. Then you feel like the fool. You playing football with the man. The damn shame. When you find a packing Polynesian man, call me. I want to see it. I want to see it. Nakia said my ex was from Guam. It's true. And that's why he's your ex. Honey, someone said, tickle me Elmo. And I said, yes, honey. The most desired gift of the holiday season. Jason Momoa. Girl, I think he's half girl. So, let me find something. So he might give you like this size, girl. Stephanie said that lady from 90 Day Fiancé said her Polynesian man was tiny. Girl, they all are. It's cultural, girl. It is God's cruelest joke in the world. Because they're giving real man, honey. And then down there, they're giving not a Prada. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Stephanie said, I need these walls touched. I know that's right, girl. Tiffany said, how do you know? Girl, I told you earlier that I was a researcher. I've researched this. I've been tickled. Riri Bose said, when has Amor ever lied to us? I mean, girl. Tanya said, what's the average client age? My clients are generally between the ages of 30 and 50, 55. Yes, honey. Maya Soulchild said, no thank you because that's false advertising. Sure is. Heart with Star said, he is eating them up. Girl, I wish I could eat them up, girl. Girl, I would need seconds, third, and fourths, honey. And dessert on top of that. I need more. I need more food. I wish I could eat them up. Euphema said, I like small packages. Well, girl, good for you, honey. 2022 said smothered, honey. And it's not chicken, honey. Grateful Heart said, how to ask if they are packing. Okay. No, girl, all you have to do is, you always just have to look at their thumbs, girl. If it's curved, they're packing. If it's short and stubby, girl, they're not doing nothing. From the thumb to the wrist bone, that's how much they're giving, girl. Yeah, that's for every man. White, black, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, girl. Nori said, not the rock. Colin Pebbles. Girl. Girl, not Pebbles. Haley said, we want the truth. Yes, honey. Guess what? What did Jack Nicholas say? You can't handle the truth. Never ask if they're packing. Always look at their thumbs, girl. Elise said, I need my man's luggage to be checked in, girl, not overhead storage. Girl, we need oversized up in here. You know the packaging where they're, doing like the skis and stuff? We want to know what's going on over there, honey. We don't want the carry-on or the personal item. Little, honey, because sometimes some of these men just be giving little fanny packs, girl, on the plane. Not even a roller. You know what I mean? Saddest day of one's life. Tiffany said, you never see Polynesian men in corn. For a reason, girl. Because well, if you do, it's probably lesbian porn, honey. And Perfectly JP, thank you so much for the rose, girl. Val the Bombshell said, it's the random items for me. Girl, I mean, if I see it, I'm going to show it. You know what I mean? Kirsten said, Anwar is taking me out. Girl, somebody has to, girl. Somebody has to. Nicole said, I refuse, Anwar, no tiny men. I know that's right. Francesca said, not the 1.5 ounce toothpaste. Travel size. That's the gag of it all. Just sad. Sad for no reason. Yes, honey. Iniola said primary research. That's what I do. That's firsthand, sweetie, for the girls that don't know. Giselle said, Anwar doing Lord's work researching these men for us. It was hard work, honey, but someone had to do it. Here's the thing. When you have the gift of the gab and you know how to work these men, you get experience. And I've traveled quite a bit, so I've learned a variety of different cultures and languages. EXO said, no one likes small packages, like be so for real. Kirsten saying, Anwar is on one tonight and I'm here for it. Girl, I'm on this tip every night. Every time I'm on the lives, girl, I'm gonna give you what you ask. It depends on what you ask, girl. Sometimes the girls are in their perv era and sometimes they're in their good girl, nice girl era. Zoe said, you can tell by the nose. You see the width of the nose? That's the width of their thing. Don't be looking at my nose, pervs, because now I'm going to feel like Michael Jackson. That's the width, honey. That's the width. I'm married, so I don't care. You can look at my nose, girl. You ain't getting it anyway. Sarah said, Anwar, give us tips with hinting to a man out in public that we're interested. Girl, just all you have to do is look at him. Smile. Wave. Viking said, OMG, Dusty's packing, but you are gonna suffer. That's right. It's life, right? Money low, D long. Money short, D long, honey. Tashida said, a man told me the thumb trick and it's never failed me. And it never will. It never will. Julie said, the gems we learn from you. You're welcome. You're welcome. And where have you seen KB's TikTok lives? You should do something similar. I don't know who that is. You'll have to let me know who this person is. And Peaches said, Anwar, the skis, please. Lauren said, I'm almost convinced good men with big ones don't exist. Girl, it's the nerds. The nerds. Tall, skinny nerds packing. Jet said, your thoughts on going on vacation with a guy we are still in the dating phase? I would never go on vacation with a guy that is not in a committed relationship with me. Period. Daniel said, I want my eggs cracked. User 122 said, not the spirit personal item. Girl, I told you personal item. Lord have mercy. So much tea spilled tonight, honey. Dory said, we spoke a couple months ago and you were right about everything you said. You ate me up. You're welcome. R.S. Sally said, haha, platinum info. You're welcome. Dory, thank you so much for the 3 roses. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Sopa said, you think it's all right for a guy to pick you up on a first date? Never. He should not know where you live. You should meet him in a public location. You don't know this man. Kimberly Rose said, you should take TikTok live requests. I'd like to do that, but sometimes people go on and on and on and on and just want to be heard. And I don't want to come to a point where people are talking about, girl, get off. Girl, you talking too much. But I think I might be open to that. Damsel in Dior, Amor, I met an Italian man. Such a deep connection, adores me, super wealthy, he expects women to pay. I don't think he expects you to pay. I think he's testing you because he wants to know whether you are into him based on his money or not. Queen of the Castle said, primary source is crazy. Why? Angie said, you're the only reason why I'm thinking about dating outside my race. You make a good argument. Thanks, girl. Just when you have your first biracial child, name him after me. Or name her after me. Cameron said, Amor is giving us the realty. And am. EXO said, OMG, you're married. I never knew. Yeah, girl, what do you think? I'm single giving women advice on how to get in a relationship? If someone is single and giving you advice on how to be in a relationship, don't listen to them, please. That might have eliminated half of the dating coaches here on TikTok, but it is what it is. User 965 said, is winking too much? No, girl. Okay. I think I'm almost caught up. Let me just see where I am. There's a lot of laughing emojis, honey. We cracking up in here. I hope we're having a good time, but we're also learning something from this, as my mentor Tyra Banks would say. Learn something from this. Damsel in Dior, thank you so much for the rose. Kanye's Angel said, the men in my area are broke. Does that matter in college? They can be broke, girl. They're just not taking you to a nice fancy restaurant, but they get to take you to Taco Bell and McDonald's, girl. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Ariana said, hi, babes. Love your videos. Thank you, girls. Samar, thank you so much for the rose. Is he only live on TikTok? I am, because, girls, something was happening with my IG. Samar, thank you so much for the GG, girl. The 2 GGs and the cloud bread. All right, my loves. I think I'm going to go now. I need to wake up early. I hope this was helpful for you. If you want to work with me, definitely book a consultation call so that we can get this party started before the new year, because January is the Super Bowl of dating. So if you want to work with me, don't wait until January. Start working with me now so that we can maximize the first 3 weeks of January. Okay? You can do this by going to the link in my bio and booking a consultation call. If you're not ready for that, that's fine too. Listen to my podcast. It's called the Get Your Guy Coaching Podcast, and there's a link in my bio as well for that. Okay? All right, ladies. I hope that we learned about packages, about the cans that can't, and all of the other dating things that we talked about tonight. Alrighty? Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for the 109,000 likes. OMG. I'm like so honored. This is amazing. All right, be well.